Isaiah Hartenstein has unlocked the true potential of this Oklahoma City Thunder squad as he had another great performance in his second game of the season, allowing J-Dub, Shay, and a bunch of other guys to do what they can. And this has been something I've talked about multiple times in videos and articles I've done about Isaiah Hartenstein covering this team, talking about is how as soon as he's back, you're going to see an increase in offensive production from everyone on the floor. Everyone's going to be a better offensive player because of Hartenstein. He does things on the floor that really open up a ton of opportunities for everyone else. Yes, he's not going to be known to be our leading scorer by any means. He's not going to get a ton of assists, but his passing ability is something we got to look at. He had some good passes in the last game against the Kings, like a behind the back pass to Dub for a one-hand slam, and then some other, good finds on cuts. He's helping us out rebounding wise, offensive rebounds as well. And you can't even forget about the screens, off and on ball screens, allowing Shay and Dub to have driving lanes, and then off ball screens for guys like Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, so they can get off 3-pointers as well. So he's doing everything to unlock this team, their offensive capabilities, and not to mention the defensive end as well. He's doing everything he can, and we're going to break down his performance last game, what he's exactly doing, the kind of performances that that he had that allowed Dub and Shay to absolutely go off as well. And I'll tell you why I truly think he is the key to unlocking this team and to win a finals. Before we get into all of that, though, I just want to take a moment to quickly recognize that, the number is increasing. All right. It, decreased from, I think, 71 to 70 last time we checked, but still 70%. Like I mentioned, I want to try to get that to like 60-40. All right. The number that's not subscribed are the people that keep on coming back and watching these videos that aren't subscribed. All right. So if you find yourself coming back on a regular basis, you want to find a way to support the channel, the best way to do that is just by hitting that subscribe button. Or if you're new and you like what we're doing here and you want to support, like I mentioned, best way to support is just hitting that subscribe button. It means the world to me over here at Thunder Digest. With that out of the way, we'll go ahead and get into talking about Hartenstein, his performance, and, a bunch of other guys' performances as well. We'll look at a team total that kind of, tells the whole story of what Hartenstein does for this squad, as he truly is the key to unlocking this Thunder team. He truly is. I have noticed our offense has been playing 10 times better with Hartenstein on the floor. And we're without Chet still, keep in mind. We're without Chet Holmgren, Hartenstein's been playing. And yet, I feel like our offense has been better. Just imagine what it's going to be like when fully healthy with Caruso back, Chet back, and Jay Will. This team's going to be absolutely insane with Hartenstein finding them, on cuts, the passing ability he has at the center position, and of course the on and off ball screens he provides with that big body. I haven't seen a screen set from that big of a body since Steven Adams. All right. And that's the last person that we've had that can truly be a threat when screening. And it's nice to have that finally, as he had a monster performance. All right. The other night. All right. Just last night, he put up 19 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists on, 57% shooting from the field. Absolutely nutty performance. I wish I could show you guys clips and everything so I can actually go into what I mean when he's unlocking this team. But the behind the back pass that he had to Dub, absolutely crazy. All right. Insane pass that I saw from him right there. It was wild. Another thing that I noticed was him tipping out rebounds. He wouldn't get accredited for the boards, but if he knew he couldn't come down with it, he would just get a hand on it and try to tip it to a teammate, especially on the offensive end. That translated to a ton of second chance opportunities. We ranked dead last in rebounds before he was healthy. Now all of a sudden we're in the top 10. He's just helping us out that much on the offensive end. And like I mentioned, the screens, I saw a ton of opportunities where he set on ball screens for SGA, which gave him a wide open lane to cut to and get to the free throw line if they did call a foul that night. Same goes for Dub. He just opens up the floor so much when he's on the court, and it shows as well for our other players right here. SGA, another MVP performance I don't think he would have put up without Hartenstein helping him out a ton there. 37 points, 11 assists, and 13 of 20 shooting from the field. And he joins Russell Westbrook as the only OKC era players with multiple games of 35 points and 10 assists on 60% shooting. That is impressive right there. Only 2 people have ever done that. That's Russ, and now that's Shay. We are potentially seeing the greatest Thunder player to ever put on, an OKC jersey in history in SGA. If he wins a finals, all right, if he wins us a championship, go ahead and count him up as the best OKC Thunder player ever. All right. And I know it's a little bit early, but with more performances like this, and if he takes us to the promised land, I'll go ahead and say it. But this wouldn't have happened without Hartenstein. I wanted that to be abundantly clear. All right. This type of performance doesn't happen without him. Hartenstein grabbing offensive boards, all right? Sending off-ball screens for Shay to get open on 3. On-ball screens so Shay could drive to the rim or have a pull-up 3 as well. Hartenstein and Shay are a dynamic duo right now. And realistically, it's everybody that's doing anything with Hartenstein for the Thunder right now. They have turned into a dynamic duo. I mean, let's look at this one right here. J-Dub, 28 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals and a block on 10 of 16 shooting from the field. All-star. He is an all-star. I'm going to keep pushing this agenda. Jalen Williams is an all-star this year because of these kinds of performances. Were we seeing these performances before Hartenstein was out on court? Kind of, yes. All right. With Chet, we weren't. But now when Dub had to play the center for 4 games and then with Hartenstein back, we're seeing constant, 25, 28, 30, 35 point performances from Jalen Williams right now because Hartenstein. None of these performances happen without him. And I keep on saying the same thing over and over again, but that's how important it is to this squad. That's how good of a player he is out there on the court for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it translated to the entirety of the team. Look at the team stats here. We'll go ahead and look at that. We already talked about Dub and Shay and Isaiah Hartenstein. Let's look at Aaron Wiggins. He went 3 of 6, 1 of 2 from deep. All right. Amazing right there. He finished with 4 rebounds. Cool. All right. But it's the fact his shots were mainly coming off of Hartenstein's screens. He also got the start last night, so let's keep that in mind, all right? Another guy that we'll look at. Let's look at AJ Mitchell. He's thriving with Hartenstein as well. 5 of 7 from the field, 1 of 1 from deep. Good performance from him. A lot of these are just happening because of Hartenstein being on the court and opening up a brand of basketball that we can't have without him. Okay, sure, Isaiah Joe went 3 of 10. He did go 3 of 8 from deep, though, and he's getting a ton of open looks. It just comes down to, can he knock him down? And he finished with a plus 16 and a plus minus because he's getting open looks. Because of who? Isaiah Hartenstein, who finished with a plus 18. All of our players, besides one guy, Dylan Jones, finished with a positive plus minus. And like I mentioned, I sound like a broken record here, but it's truly because of Hartenstein. I don't think you guys understand how good of a player he is. At first, when we originally signed him, everyone was worried because they're like, oh, this seems like an overpay, blah, blah, blah. Like, is he really worth all this? After these performances, I truly think he's worth it. He's worth the $30 million a year. With what he's doing for this team right now, he's going to be the reason we win a championship. All right, he is the difference maker. I think we had him the entirety of the season. We don't lose a single game, and we win every game by 10 points. All right, we don't lose a single game with Hartenstein on the court if he was healthy. If he never got injured in the preseason, we don't lose a game. I will die on this hill. It's just unfortunate he had to miss the first 15 games and we dropped 4 games in that stretch there. It sucks, but hey, it happens. Unfortunately, it happens. Basketball's a long season, but you're going to see us keep dominating teams, especially on this road trip because of him. And you just got to look at what he's doing for the team as a whole. All right, look at the team shooting stats. 55% from the field, 45% from deep. That is crazy. I haven't seen us shoot like that all year. All right? I haven't, and it's because of him. He is the key difference maker for this team because he keeps giving everyone open looks and knows how to find people in the right spot at the right time. It's just a matter of now getting used to him, which it's starting to look like we are. That's all I got for this video. Let me know what you guys personally think of Isaiah Hartenstein so far to start the season. Do you think he is, the X factor into why we're winning a championship this year, or do you think it's someone else? And if so, let me know why. That's all I got for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.